getting trampled into the dirt, to having your ribcage crushed. These are 10 bulls that sent riders straight to the hospital. At number 10, Justin McBride got bucked off stretcher.
One of the best bulls you're going to have in this championship round.
And Adriano Moraes bucked off, so a chance.
Then stretcher came back for him, chasing down the two-time world champion before he could get clear.
Goes to his knees, gets back up. Justin McBride hanging on, and just like Adriano Moraes, less than a second.
McBride barely escaped. That was too close for comfort. But if you think McBride had a scare, Cody Custer at number 9 felt the impact.
Little hard to fit Cody Custer. Going to spin into his hand to the left. 87 on one, bucked off one.
The 1992 world champion's head met Locomotive Breath's head, fractured his jaw on contact. Then he got hung up and spun around.
You got to sit up. Here we go. Don't get your feet flopping. Look out. Oh, man. Oh, Cody.
That's a hospital trip right there, no question. Now that we're talking about direct hits, Mike White at number 8 took a pounding from Hugh Hefner.
Joke shootout, and you don't want to miss Rotten Cotton in that shootout.
Now Bohan still in the lead. Here's Mike White on Hugh Hefner from.
White went down, and Hugh Hefner went to work. First stomp landed on his back. Second stomp followed. Third one caught his face and jaw area.
And then he just gets stomped. A little shot of stomp coming, not once, not twice, but 3 times. But boy, I mean, he gets it bad. Right on the hot. The hot.
3 stomps total, nearly shattered his jaw. The 1999 champion was headed straight to the hospital. And while White got hit 3 times, Leslie Doyle at number 7 only took 1 stomp to end his season.
Second at Salt Lake, it's the Salt Lake Open. Leslie Doyle.
Doyle's hand stayed caught on Bull Durham. The bull turned and a hoof came down on his leg, fractured left ankle.
His jaw broken, I don't know how many times. He's tougher in a boot. But boy, this is a direct shot. Right there.
5 months gone, 1 stomp did all that damage. Although Doyle's injuries were severe, Cory Rash at number 6 learned that even getting off doesn't mean you're safe.
And a partner by the name of Larry the Cable Guy, he named this bull after his sister, Holy.
Rash slid off Holy Moly. He landed right in the bull's path. A hoof came down and caught him in the ribs.
His left foot just whipped straight back, both feet whipped straight back behind him. Now watch this.
Broke multiple ribs. Rash spent the entire summer on the sidelines. While Rash recovered from broken ribs, Mark Ward at number 5 discovered that ground impacts can be just as dangerous as hooves.
He did make it count. He's in the lead. Here's Mark Ward on snafus.
Ward drew snafu at the 2001 Anaheim Open. When the gate opened, the ride started strong, but snafu had other plans. The bull bucked Ward, and those back feet slammed him down hard.
And snafu. Willie rolled into his hand. Watch this.
The ground didn't give out. Ward took the full force of that landing. A concussion set in immediately, but the damage didn't stop there. Something between his shoulder blades got injured too. I remember thinking I was fine when I first stood up, Ward said later. Then my head started spinning. My back felt like it was on fire. You don't always realize how bad you're hurt until your body starts shutting down. Ward got back in the arena eventually, but Anaheim taught him that simple falls can send you to the hospital just as fast as stomps. Now, Ward hit the ground hard, but Paulo Crimber at number 4 got flattened in a way that wiped out his entire season. At Bonanza Nashville 2002, Crimber climbed on high roller for round 2. The bull exploded out of the chute. Crimber tried to stay with him, but high roller had too much power.
Where the matchup begins. High roller is the bull from HDP.
The bull threw Crimber off. Before he could scramble away, those hind legs came up.
Whipped into the outside. Rob's over there in pretty good position, but
when they came down, Crimber was right there. The impact crushed his left arm. His humerus was shattered. The bone broke through his skin. Compound fracture, the worst kind.
Rob tries to bring him. The bull just says, hey, I got my radar on him, just go.
Crimber was rushed to the hospital immediately. Surgeons worked to reconstruct his arm. The damage was extensive. Months of recovery stretched ahead of him. By the time his arm healed enough to ride again, the season was finished. I looked at my arm after it happened and knew I was done, Crimber said. Not just done for the night, done for the year. Bones need time to heal properly. Muscles need time to rebuild. There's no shortcut with an injury like that. Crimber returned the next year, but his 2002 belonged entirely to High Roller. Speaking of lost seasons, DJ Demang at number 3 had his leg twisted in a direction that made the whole arena go quiet.
You folks watching at home want to get into bull business? Today's the day.
Demang was riding chicken on a chain at the 2008 Salem National Lease Invitational, the Ford Championship round. Big stage, big bull. Demang knew what he was getting into when he climbed on the 2007 World Champion bull. The ride started rough. Chicken on a chain bucked wild from the start. Demang held on as long as he could, but the bull got him off the back. As he went airborne, his leg caught at an angle.
Watch his right leg here. It's not supposed to bend in that direction at all.
Try to relax, we're gonna get you.
When he landed, his leg bent wrong, real wrong, the kind of bend that shouldn't happen. The bull circled back and tapped him with a hoof, but the damage was already done. That landing destroyed his femur.
Not insane, and once again, he comes away with the victory. The
next day, Demang went into surgery. Doctors inserted a rod into his femur to stabilize the break. The procedure was successful and he went home shortly after, but walking was painful. Riding was out of the question. I felt my leg twist midair and knew it was over, Demang said during recovery. Before I even hit the ground, I knew. Your body tells you when something breaks that shouldn't break. Demang worked hard and came back the following season, but Winston-Salem 2008 reminded him that luck plays a role in every ride. Now, while Demang lost the season, Chris Shivers at number 2 took a beating that could have ended everything.
He can turn back either direction, but look for him to be in the 90s right here.
Shivers drew Dippin' Shyster at the 2003 Tough Hedeman Championship Challenge in Fort Worth, the Ford Championship round. The two-time world champion had ridden tough bulls his whole career. This should have been just another ride. But when Dippin' Shyster bucked him off, Shivers' hand stayed tied in the rope. The bull spun back. A hoof came down.
Every time you come off away from your hand, when you pull it, the American side, it's going to hang long enough to just pull you underneath him, and he just
Then another hoof connected. The force knocked him free and dropped him flat in the dirt. Dippin' Shyster had stomped him twice. One of those hits was directly in the head and neck. And somehow, Shivers only missed one event after this. One. Those hooves could have done way more damage than they did, he admitted. I got lucky. When you catch a break like that, you don't waste it sitting around feeling sorry for yourself. You get back out there. But even tough riders can't escape the chaos. At number 1, what happened to Jud Mortonson proves that perfect rides can still end in disaster.
Remember him on Lonesome Dove?
Yes, sir.
All right, cranking her back.
Mortonson drew Blue Duck at the 2000 Portland Open, the Western Union Money Round. Everything lined up right. The bull came out strong. Mortonson stayed with him, move for move. When the whistle blew, the scoreboard showed 89.5 points. The crowd went wild. Mortonson had just posted one of the highest scores of the night. He was on the buck off, thinking the hard part was finished. Blue Duck had other ideas. The bull whipped back toward him. Before Mortonson could scurry away, a hoof came down. Hard. It landed directly on his intestines. The impact dropped him. Mortonson crumpled in the dirt.
Off right there. See him move that butt over. Oh man, what a great move. He had to do it again. And then watch this. Kaboom. I mean, step right on him, runs right.
He was taken to a nearby hospital. Doctors found broken ribs, a bruised abdomen, internal damage that needed serious time to heal. 2 months. That's how long Mortonson sat out. 2 months of watching everyone else ride while he recovered from one stomp that came after a perfect score. That 89.5 meant nothing when I was in that hospital bed, Mortonson said weeks later. All I kept thinking about was how fast things changed. 1 second, I'm celebrating. The next second, I can't take a breath without pain shooting through me. Blue Duck was coming for me no matter what I did, he said. Sometimes you ride perfect and still get destroyed. That's the sport. You accept that risk every single time you nod your head. Recovery was slow. The ribs took time. The internal bruising took longer. But Mortonson wasn't about to quit. I could have walked away after Portland, he admitted. Nobody would have blamed me. But that's not in me. You don't quit because you got hurt. You come back because riding is what you do. Mortonson returned after those 2 months. He got back in the arena. He kept chasing that whistle. But Portland 2000 left him with a permanent reminder. Even when you do everything right, the bull can still put you in the hospital. These bulls didn't need legendary status to send riders to the emergency room. They just needed the right moment, the right angle, and the willingness to make contact. Because scores don't matter when you're lying in a hospital bed. Broken bones don't care how well you rode. And these bulls made sure plenty of riders learned that lesson the hard way.